For most people, Rowan Atkinson is simply Mr. Bean. But behind the silent expressions, awkward pauses, and unforgettable characters is one of the sharpest comedic minds of his generation. These are some of Rowan Atkinson's funniest and most memorable moments ever.
After a while, then he said, "Excuse me, has anyone ever told you that you're the absolute spitting image of that Mr. Bean?" And I said, "Well, actually, I am the actor who plays Mr. Bean." And he said,
Most iconic characters take years to create. Mr. Bean wasn't one of them. When Rowan Atkinson was asked to perform at a live show and couldn't think of an act, he did something completely unexpected. What happened next would eventually create one of the most recognizable comedy characters in television history.
So I just stood in front of a mirror, to be honest, and I just started pulling faces, for want of a better term. And I just sort of, was doing this... And then there was this idea of having a card. It hadn't got anything that I could... Well, it was a piece of paper of where I would just... Can I stand up? And I came out just going... Anyway, it was something like that.
Even some of the biggest celebrities weren't safe from Rowan Atkinson's sense of humor. When he sat down with Elton John, he became oddly fascinated by one thing. At first, it sounded like a normal interview question. But within seconds, Rowan had taken the conversation somewhere nobody saw coming.
I'm sure the first question that everybody would like to ask you is this. Funny name, Elton. How did you come by it?
I wanted to choose a name, and the saxophone player in the band was called Elton, so I chose that name.
Did you ever consider John Elton?
No.
You didn't? Okay. Let's start with those early albums, then. One of which I believe was called simply Elton John.
Yes, that's correct.
You didn't feel awkward with the name at all?
No, I thought it sounded great. I thought people would be more interested in the music rather than the name.
Some of Rowan Atkinson's funniest moments involve saying absolutely nothing. Others involve dancing like a man who's completely lost control of his body. But when he explained what actually went into those scenes, it wasn't nearly as simple as it looked. Watch what happened when he was asked about one of his most famous dance routines.
There are just those fantastic set pieces that people love watching you do. The energy tablets.
Yes.
Which must be that must be knackering.
It was knackering, actually. Yes, it was. Yeah, it's a dance sequence in which I display some extreme.
I think we've got some
dance moves.
There's some of your moves.
Oh yeah. Yes. And it's very and it was very taxing. Yes, I have to say. And it doesn't get less taxing with the advancing years. But I managed to keep it going, and we just did a couple of takes in which I just sort of did the silliest stuff I could.
Yeah. And is it very kind of po-faced, kind of going, that's funny,
yes.
Funny? Or
yes.
Do you not laugh? Do you never laugh?
Oh, I do laugh. Yes.
That's good. But do you make yourself laugh?
Very, very occasionally that I find what I do. I think it's only ever happened to me on stage when doing sort of comedy sketches and things on stage, rather than on film. Whereas film I find very, very difficult.
Exhausting.
I find it exhausting, and I find it stressful. This constant belief that what you're doing is not as good as it could be, And of course, the problem with film is you can have another go if you've got a director,
were you that
producer.
guy?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, you are that guy. I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
Yeah, I do stop eventually when I just get bored. It's great to reach the point when you just can't be bothered to do another take, and that's normally when the director goes. I did a movie quite a while ago called Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Oh, yes.
In which Mr. Bean... and there was a scene...
You're so casual about that. I did a film called Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Well, does he look like an even bigger knob if he said, oh, well, of course you all know Mr. Bean's Holiday? You know,
exactly.
it's actually very...
I'm trying to reduce my knob quotient.
Making an audience laugh is one thing. Making your fellow actors laugh when they're trying to stay in character is something else entirely. And Rowan Atkinson has been doing that for decades. Watch what happens when even experienced actors completely lose their composure in the middle of a scene.
I'm going back home with Migsy.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, show me the glen where the kipper roams free and together. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's got too funny.
Sorry. I understand everything.
I know what it's like. I mean, you've got a difficult job. 45 miles commuting every day. Okay. Right, from...
No, I'm not interested. I'd rather go to bed with the Loch Lomond monster. And besides, I have to be back in the office on Friday. I promised.
Mr. Will you stop laughing?
Mrs. Baldrick, crisis! No marriage, no money, and more bills. For the first time in my life, I've decided to follow a suggestion of yours.
I know you're a bit of a car fanatic.
Yes. I have a car buying disease, almost as bad as yours.
Yeah, it's a terrible disease,
But not quite as bad as yours.
a car commercial and things.
Well, I don't do car. I do credit card commercials, actually. I did a credit card commercial in New York a few years ago, and there's this beautiful woman gets out of a limo in the middle of New York, and he sees her. And this scene was when I had to look at her as if I'd just fallen in love with her.
Right.
And the director said, just imagine that you've just seen your wife for the first time. And my wife happened to be on set at the time. And she said, no, that won't work. Tell him to look at her as if she's his new Aston Martin.
Oh, well,
And then it'll work.
oh, that'll work.
And she was right. But it inspired me no end. I looked at her like no woman has ever been looked at.
Really? Oh, no.
And
Can you give us that look? I'm curious.
yeah. Can I too?
Most celebrities attend Formula One races to watch the action. Rowan Atkinson attends because he's genuinely obsessed with cars. But when a reporter asked what Mr. Bean would think about Formula One, the interview quickly took a turn nobody expected.
How are you?
Extremely good to see you. How are you?
Thank you. I enjoyed the motorsport dinner the other night. I didn't get a chance to come over and say hello.
True, yeah, I saw you. You were very good.
I don't know about that, but what would Mr. Bean reckon to all of this Formula One malarkey?
Yeah. Well, he would enjoy it very much because he's a car enthusiast, as you know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he had some magnificent cars, didn't he?
Cars, then he'd enjoy it.
I want to go out with Mr. Bean, which would be slightly
You would not.
strange.
No.
You wouldn't want to romance
No,
Mr. Bean.
I remember early on in the life of Mr. Bean getting lots of letters from people saying, oh, I'd love to have dinner with Mr. Bean. How hilarious that would be. He's a very, very selfish individual.
Most celebrities know exactly how these promotional interviews are supposed to work. Smile, say the line, and help sell the show. The problem is, Rowan Atkinson isn't most celebrities. When a television host tried to walk him through a simple promotional segment, things quickly became far more complicated than they needed to be.
This side or this side?
Right, how do you want to sit down?
No. I'll get behind you.
Well, I see, I just sit here and,
Yeah,
and
you
do
don't
nothing.
have to do anything.
Okay.
Coming up on Sunrise this morning, we meet the lovely Mr. Rowan Atkinson. We talk about Mr. Bean's holiday, and all you have to say is, if you miss it, you miss out. Simple as that. You ready?
Okay.
I'm good at this.
Good, okay. How interesting.
Morning, Neil Sean here on Sunrise. A man who needs no introduction, Mr. Rowan Atkinson, and we talk about Mr. Bean's holiday. Remember though, Rowan?
Oh, sorry?
If you miss it, you miss out.
Do you mind doing that again?
Yeah, okay. Morning, Neil Sean here on Sunrise. This morning we meet Mr. Rowan Atkinson and we talk all about Mr. Bean's holiday. Remember though, Rowan?
What?
If you miss it, you miss out.
Oh, yes.
Don't miss Rowan Atkinson on Sunrise this morning.
Rowan, I start with the most horrifying thing to do. I start with a quote that I read.
Oh dear.
From you. It says, the problem with talk shows is that you're supposed to amuse. I generally rely on being interesting rather than funny. They, that is, us here, are not actually very interested in people who are very interesting. They just want people with wacky stories about airports, and I haven't really got any.
How true.
It's true.
How true. I haven't.
So how was Kastrup Airport?
No, I have no stories.
No.
I suppose that I'm just an actor, probably, at heart, rather than a comedian. I'm always rather confused, as I think I know you are. about whether I'm a comedian or whether I'm an actor.
No.
You know, or whether
no,
I'm an
not
actor.
confused.
You're
at
not confused
no.
at all? Oh, well, I'll stop talking.
I know you're boring now, and I know you will consider.
Exactly. You'll be nodding off in no time. I can be funny, I think, as myself, when I'm with very good friends in small rooms, and I'm very relaxed.
Well,
but as soon as I'm in a big
it's just
studio,
the two of us here. So.
And all.
By the mid-1980s, Rowan Atkinson had already been experimenting with visual comedy. Believe it or not, Mr. Bean's global success can be traced back to a holiday in Venice. What he realized that day eventually became the foundation of one of television's most iconic characters.
I was based actually on a visit, on a holiday in Venice that I had in 1985, quite a long time ago. And I just remember noticing all the musical artists who were popular at the time, you know. And I thought, how odd that musicians generally assume they have an international audience.
Yeah.
Whereas if you do comedy, you assume you've just got your country and your kind of people who are going to enjoy what you do. And I thought, well, wouldn't it be fun, because I had already started exploring just doing purely visual comedy, whether I could, you know, do that on... I'd explored it on stage, and I was interested in trying to put visual comedy through the character of Mr. Bean on TV. And so that's where it started. Well, the first ones we did were in 1988, 89. I mean, I would love to hear the phrase, where have you been, more often, actually. I mean, I think... because I feel as though that to me possibly should be at least the perceived title of the song. I mean, rather than, I mean, we don't have to change the lyric much of it at all. At the end there, my funny man, where have you been all my life? Where have you been should be the last line that she sings, you know what I mean? And also somehow actually the way the music is phrased and also the way she's singing it, she doesn't put much emphasis on been. It's almost a bit of a down moment. Where have you been? She's singing, whereas you feel, where have you been? And so
To push it.
So he can pick up on that.